Welcome back to the Investing Talk podcast. We're looking at a company today that's been making headlines. Reborn Coffee. You can find them under the ticker symbol REBN. And they've been seeing some pretty impressive stock growth, but
Oh.
there's always a catch, right? A few things might make you want to hit the brakes.
Yeah, it's interesting. We're seeing this growth even with some potential warning signs, and it's a little bit of a puzzle. So we're going to unpack it together. That way you can make informed decisions.
Or so. For those of you just joining us, Reborn Coffee specializes in, well, coffee. But they're not your average coffee shop. It's all about a unique experience, high-quality offerings. And they just recently got listed on the Nasdaq Capital Market, which always adds a bit of excitement. But the real news, the thing that sent investors into a frenzy, they're planning a massive expansion.
Exactly. Over 100 stores across the country in the next 3 years. And a big part of that strategy is that they just got approval to operate as a franchisor in the U.S. That announcement really seemed to energize investors. We saw the stock price jump a whopping 54.24% on February 3rd, 2025, going from $3.30 to $5.09.
Wow, that's a serious jump. Definitely makes you wonder if you missed the boat. But before you jump on board, let's dig a little deeper into the numbers. On the one hand, the revenue growth has been pretty stellar, going from $3,241,000 in fiscal year 2022 to $5,954,000 in fiscal year 2023. That's almost double, but this is a big but. Their earnings per share are currently negative, sitting at negative 30 cents for Q3 2024.
Yeah, that negative EPS, definitely a point worth considering. It basically means they're spending more than they're bringing in right now, investing heavily to fuel this rapid expansion. And the question is, will that revenue growth be enough to turn things around? That's the gamble investors are taking.
So revenue is up, but they're still in the red. That's where things get a little tricky for investors, right?
Exactly. Now, one positive sign is their gross margin, a hefty 91.4%, basically. That means for every dollar of coffee they sell, they're keeping about 91 cents. After covering the direct costs of making and selling that coffee, a high gross margin like that, usually a good indicator of a company's efficiency and profitability potential.
Okay, so that high gross margin seems like a good thing. But then we have this other indicator called the RSI, the Relative Strength Index. And it's currently at 70.13.
Right, the RSI, it's a momentum indicator. Tells us if a stock is potentially overbought or oversold. An RSI above 70, like we're seeing with REBN, often suggests that the stock price might be getting ahead of itself. Could be a sign that the recent price surge is unsustainable, and a correction might be on the horizon.
So a high RSI like that might give us pause. Is there anything else we should be looking at to get a better sense of where this stock is headed?
Absolutely. Let's look at another indicator. Moving averages. Think of these like trend lines that smooth out the daily price fluctuations. It gives you a clearer picture of where the stock has been heading. REBN's price is currently above its 50-day simple moving average, which is generally seen as a bullish sign. However, it's still below its 200-day simple moving average, which some might interpret as a sign that the longer-term trend is not as strong.
So we've got this mix of positive and potentially concerning signals. And on top of that, REBN is known for being a bit of a roller coaster ride. With a price volatility of 14.03% over the past 30 days, that's a pretty wild swing, even for the stock market.
Volatility like that can be exciting for some investors, but it definitely means you need to have a strong stomach and a high tolerance for risk if you're thinking about investing in REBN. So with all these factors in play, the big question becomes, what should you do with this information? Right now, most analysts are recommending a hold. For anyone already invested in REBN, basically if you're already on this ride, buckle up and see where it goes.
Okay, so hold for those who are already in. What about for those of us just hearing about Reborn Coffee now? Should we jump in? Or is it too late?
Well, for new investors, the advice is a bit more cautious. Might be wise to wait for a pullback or consolidation before buying in. Remember that RSI we talked about? If the price cools off a bit and that RSI drops below 70, it might be a more attractive entry point.
Makes sense. It's like waiting for the roller coaster to slow down a bit before hopping on.
Exactly. And of course, before making any decisions, it's crucial to do your own thorough research, understand your risk tolerance, and really dig into Reborn Coffee's story.
Couldn't agree more. Speaking of their story, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. They're not just trying to open coffee shops, they're trying to redefine the specialty coffee experience.
Yeah.
Unique store concepts, high-quality offerings, creating a certain vibe.
And that's a smart move because the specialty coffee market is booming right now. Consumers are becoming more and more discerning about their coffee, And they're willing to pay a premium for quality and a unique experience.
Right. Think about it. People aren't just grabbing a cup of coffee on their way to work anymore. They're
Yeah.
looking for a place to relax, connect with friends, or even work remotely. And Reborn Coffee is tapping into that trend with their store designs and focus on high-end coffee.
It's like they're creating a destination, not just a coffee shop. But here's the thing. They're not the only ones trying to capture this market. They're going up against some serious
I
competition.
mean, like the big guys, Starbucks.
Exactly. Starbucks is a giant in the coffee world, and they've definitely been upping their game in the specialty coffee space. But it's not just Starbucks. There are also tons of independent specialty coffee shops popping up everywhere. So Reborn Coffee is facing a crowded market with some serious competition.
Okay, so ambitious expansion plan, focus on quality and unique experiences. And a booming market with fierce competition. Sounds like a recipe for
Yeah.
a lot of unknowns.
What do you think? Are they biting off more than they can chew? That's the big question, isn't it? There's definitely a lot of potential here, but also a fair amount of risk. Remember, they're still reporting negative earnings, and that rapid expansion could put a strain on their finances.
So it's a gamble, a potentially very rewarding gamble, but a gamble nonetheless. What do you think is the key for Reborn Coffee to succeed in this environment?
I think it comes down to differentiation. Can they truly stand out in a crowded market? Can they offer something that those independent shops and Starbucks don't? And can they do it while scaling up at such a rapid pace? Those are the challenges they'll need to overcome.
That's a great point. It's not enough to just ride the wave of the specialty coffee boom. They need to carve out their own niche and convince customers that they're offering something truly special.
Exactly. They need to build a brand that resonates with consumers and create a loyal customer base. Think about Apple. They don't just sell phones, they sell a lifestyle. Can Reborn Coffee do the same with coffee?
That's a great analogy. It'll be interesting to see how they develop their brand and marketing strategy as they expand. So we've covered a lot of ground here. Let's take a moment to recap the key takeaways for our listeners.
Absolutely. So Reborn Coffee, trading under the ticker symbol REBN, is definitely generating a lot of buzz right now. They've got ambitious growth plans, a focus on the booming specialty coffee market, and they're appealing to consumers who are looking for more than just a basic cup of joe.
But they're also facing challenges, dealing with negative earnings, fierce competition, and a stock price that's been on a wild ride lately.
And while their high gross margin is a positive sign, investors need to carefully consider the risks involved. Remember that high RSI, which suggests the stock might be overbought, and those mixed signals from the moving averages.
So it's a classic case of high risk, high reward. There's a lot of potential upside. But you also need to be comfortable with the volatility and uncertainty. That comes with a company at this stage.
And as always, the most important thing is to do your own research, understand your own risk tolerance, and make informed decisions based on your individual investment goals.
Now, before we wrap things up, we want to leave you with something to ponder. We've talked about Reborn Coffee's potential and the challenges they face. But here's the big question. With the specialty coffee market continuing to grow, do you think Reborn Coffee can overcome these challenges and become a major player in this space?
It's a question worth considering. It really highlights the exciting yet unpredictable nature of investing. I think we've given you the information. Now it's up to you to do your own digging, form your own opinions, and ultimately decide if Reborn Coffee is an investment that aligns with your strategy.
Yeah, and we always love hearing from you. So let us know what you think. What stands out to you about Reborn Coffee? Do you see them becoming the next big thing in specialty coffee? Or are the risks too high for your liking? Head over to the comments section and share your thoughts.
And if you found this episode helpful, we'd really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button and share this podcast with your fellow investors. The more we learn and share, the better equipped we'll all be to navigate the exciting world of investing.
That's all for today's episode on Reborn Coffee. Until next time, happy investing.